Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Amochuku. Depending on your location, please join the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption by liking and sharing our videos. Alright, IPOB condemns killing of protesting members in Abia, threatens retaliation against Nigerian government if killings continue. Now, this is what the indigenous people of Biafra is saying concerning the deaths, the killings of armless or unarmed Igbo protesters in Aba, the commercial nerve center of Abia State. Yes, the IPOB has warned President Muhammadu Buhari, led Nigerian government and its security agencies to desist from the killing of its members, Igbos in the southeast, or be ready for the consequences. All right. In a statement IPOB issued, I have to quote now. Evil men working with the retired army general and politicians in Abia State should know that we are aware of those behind the murderous attacks on the peaceful protesters. More than 50 unarmed protesters were murdered in cold blood on Friday for simply asking the Nigerian government to obey its own court, which ordered that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released unconditionally. At the last count, more than 100 unarmed protesters are still missing, while IPOB recovered about 3 bodies of our murdered youths. More than 30 protesters sustained 1 degree of bullet wound or the other. The Abia State Police Commissioner should release the bodies of the protesters they killed and took away in order to hide their crime against humanity to their families for proper and dignified burial. Nigerian government and her security agencies must stop house-to-house searching for Ipob members, and the world should take note of these atrocities against the innocent citizens of Aba, Abia State. The newly elected governor and the present governor of Abia State must take notice and stop these atrocities happening right now in Abia State. Both the outgoing governor and the new governor-elect must ensure that those behind this unprovoked attack and murder of peaceful protesters are brought to justice. The government of Abia State must immediately call their terrorists in uniform to order, because IPOB will not take it lightly with them if they are not immediately recalled, and those involved in this evil and wickedness made to answer for their crime. We want those behind this senseless attack and massacre of peaceful IPOB protesters to retrace their steps or face the dance of the spirits of our land. It is not an offense to protest for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is illegally detained by the lawless Nigerian government. The governor-elect in Abia State should be watchful of those who will derail his government even before he starts and make the state ungovernable. IPOB intelligence unit intercepted the discussion leading up to the mindless and bloody attack on peaceful IPOB protesters on Friday. The newly elected governor of Abia State should make it categorically clear to the unscrupulous elements around him to stay clear and allow him to lead Abia State to prosperity. Abia State cannot afford another set of insatiable, greedy, and self-seeking godfathers. That's end of quote now. I just ended the quotes of the IPOB. And so, this is it. Okay? The IPOB have said, look, they are willing to bring peace for those who want peace. Yes. And for those who want to be killing people, for those who want to be destroying lives and property on account of security, IPOB said they are willing and ready to defend themselves, to defend the Biafra territory against this invasion. And they are giving this warning, particularly to the governor-elect, Alex Oti, governor-elect of Abia State, who was elected on the platform of Labour Party to brace up for the challenge ahead, particularly the recklessness and the extremism of those who say they are security agents. That is what he's saying. That's what Ipob is saying. The security agencies, the excesses, he said the governor-elect should be very careful and watch out for the excesses of the security agencies. Because if you see what happened in Abia State during the protests, you will understand what Ipob is saying. Talking about the excess or excesses of the security agents who want to, make their paymasters to feel that they are working. They want to impress them at all times by killing people. Over 100 persons still missing. Police going from house to house to search for people, innocent persons in their home. For what? For what? For which crime? For protesting peacefully without anything, no harm. Nothing. They were just protesting, innocuous people, innocent. And so that is what Ipob is saying. He said, enough of this nonsense. The police, the military, and whoever is sponsoring them should desist from this act, or they should face the wrath of the Ipob members, the Biafrans entirely. Because we have been saying it, I will continue to say it. Ipob is not just for a particular group. All Igbos are Biafrans. All Biafrans are Ipob members. That's it. So he said, Igbos will not take it lightly. In other words, they will not take it lightly if this continue. Because they are still keeping Nnamdi Kanu at detention. And that means they want to suppress people's feelings and opinions by clamping down on protesters, killing them. Over 100 persons still missing. Over 100 still missing. All right. And even Ipob is saying, look, release the bodies of those you have killed. Let their families give them dignified burial. Release the bodies of those you have killed. You are trying to cover up your evil tracks and so you have taken their bodies away. So what are we not talking about at this time? Government should be very careful this period. The atmosphere has been charged. So when the country go up in flames, they should blame themselves, not anybody or group. That's the point we are making, so that the international community should be aware. If Nigeria go up in flames, those who are ruling, who are governing or anything, they should be held accountable for that. They should not blame anybody. That is it. Because all they are doing is an open call or direct invitation to anarchy.